bones through your stomach. Sit right to my stomach. I dysfunction. Cause niggas start that bluffing. How you listen to Tussin? She get thoughts on slushy. Stolen with my cousin. That's like how suck cussy. Holding around like Duncan. I'm finna let it drill hit you. So keep making assumptions. Fucking this one, I'm done with you.
In this video, I want to show off two things. One, why Gara should be used more, even though I think it's abundantly clear why she should be used more. And two, why the Braton has became one of my top 10 primaries. I listen. I shit you not, we are in the year 2023. I guarantee to you that we're in the same year. I swear it is. So here is why the Braton Prime has become one of my top 10 weapons in Warframe, at least primaries. So, if you guys don't know, DE released the Deviri Paradox, and with the Deviri Paradox came a bunch of new stuff. One of those being Incarnon adapters for forgotten weapons, like for example the Braton, Strun, Lotso, Lex, so on and so forth. A bunch of weapons that don't get used too often because they're kind of left in the dust by but we don't talk about that. Anyways, they came up with some quote unquote buffs. This is the way to buff some of the old weapons without buffing them directly. Now, is this a good way to buff forgotten weapons? Yes and no. It just really depends on how you're gonna go about it. I like it in terms of like it's easier to fix an Incarnate ability than it is to straight up rework a weapon and its stats. But sometimes I think just a weapon rework itself is better than just having stuff to fix it. But with the way that they're handling it, it's not that bad. Now, let's go over the Incarnate abilities. The first one gives you the Incarnate form. Not that big of a deal. This one, while channel ability is active, it increases your damage by 38 and gives you ammo efficiency. This is really good. I know for something like Gloom, this is very good. But that's kind of the problem. Gloom is really the only channel ability that can really benefit from something like this. Considering Gloom is also the only channel ability that is in the helmet, so you kind of can't really get this buff active, considering that like it works with Peacemaker, but you can't use the weapon in Peacemaker. But disregarding that, just having the increased base damage is fine. And of course his passive is also fine. I forgot what the second evolution passive is, but it is what it is. Evolution 3, increase accuracy and reduce recoil. This is super nice. And it also goes on to the Incarnate form. Now, here's where the juicy stuff happens. There is one that gives you crit chance, there's one that gives you status, and then there's this one. Now, we don't know if this one is bugged. We don't know if this is their intention. We don't know what the point of this is. Since there's been so many hot fixes, I'm assuming this was intentional. But because this is Warframe, the description is never clear. So the description of this says, while critical chance is below 50%, it increases the critical damage by 3 times. So let me show you something. I have critical delay. This gives me 200% critical chance. Well, as you can see here, I get the additional 3 times crit multiplier, and then plus vital sense, this bumps it up from 2 times to 11 times. Which is insane, I know, trust me, I get it. However, this is not where the problem lies. Well, not the problem, but this is not where the confusion begins. The crit chance right here is 90%. But I still get that 3 times crit multiplier, which bumps up the Incarnon form to 13.2 times crit multiplier. My guy, I don't think I've even seen a crit multiplier go above 8 in my life. And this shit is breaking that barrier by tenfold. So here's what we think. We think either A, it means base crit chance is 50%, or B, it's taking this crit chance and it's applying it to here. Because this is 90%, but it said below 50%. So I think they mean base critical chance being below 50%. You get the bonus, which means you can put on a crit chance mod, which will give you the extra crit chance and then give you the crit multiplier because the base crit chance is below 50%. I'm not entirely sure, but this weapon is super fucking good. And I'm going to show you right now. And I'm also going to show you why Gara should be played more.
Scans show Grenier are harvesting Kuva nearby. Set off the alarms to draw them out, then steal their Kuva catalysts. Predictable. As expected, Grenier have shut down the environmental systems, sending modified life support capsules.
Alright, let's get these guys right.
Stay in your environment or attach Kuva catalysts to begin harvesting.
Alright, let's pop it. And watch the mayhem happen. We get the merciless stats rocking. And yeah, I should have some punch through because of shred. I wish I had prime shred, but it's a-okay. This weapon is a monster. So let me show you why Gara is so flipping good and why she should be played more. I popped Pillage once. Free 90% damage reduction. As you can see on the top right, free 90% damage reduction. If you have adaptation, that bumps it up to 99% damage reduction, which means enemies do 1% damage to you. Same thing with Naja.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will
chyna. She can kind of just phase through a bunch of shit that she wants to, just because she can. She can refresh her damage reduction timer. And if you look on the bottom right, her damage from her Splinter Storm or her damage reduction ability, her 2, scales infinitely. I can go into the millions with this, the billions with this. It scales infinitely. As long as I keep doing that strat over and over and over again, this right here, her 4 into her 1, then you are Gucci. And because of the buffs, even the normal even the normal mode of this weapon is very good. This weapon is super strong overall.
Life support incoming.
And also, just for haha funny and more, you know, tanking, I put Arcane Blessing on. I know health and armor isn't really
I've delivered another
a
life
good
support
way
capsule.
to really fully survive or rely on fully, because shield gating is a lot better. But with someone like Gara, I think it's fine. Since you have, you know, free damage reduction and it can barely damage you and your health anyway. Here, when I get the chance, when we stack up Arcane Blessing fully, I'll show you. Oh, speaking of which, her damage reduction can become damage vulnerability as well. Just put it on the enemy, they take a lot more damage than they would, even with armor. Oh yeah, did I tell you this thing shreds acolytes? Let's watch as our first victim gets fucking demised by this absolute unit. Acolytes just succumb to it. And, oh yeah, by the way as well, this weapon charges up into Incarnate form super quickly. Like, it's not even a joke. I'm excited for next week because that's when the Dread gets its Incarnate, and oh man, I am excited. I can't wait for that weapon to get its Incarnate and be super strong. Oh yeah, watch this. Tank it. Just tank that. Bruce Exum is who? Oh yeah, let's get some Incarnate real quick. Who's the next victim? Ah, Violence. Oh yeah, this is also a reason as to why Gara is so strong. Her damage reduction ability cannot be turned off, unlike Resonance Mesmer Skin or Rhino's Iron Skin. But look at this. Melted. He couldn't even stand a chance. Oh yeah, we stacked up a lot of health orbs, so this is... Oh shit, my game is shooting. Look at this. Look at this. They can't do anything. What can they do? Now, just for added survivability, I have Pillage, as you guys saw. Just to have that extra form of survivability, because if you guys don't know, damage reduction stacks on top of shield. Oh, big guy. See where the big guy gets melted. Insane. Oh. Almost ran out. I want to keep my damage going up. Which is what we're gonna do. And we're just farming because what can they do? They have a tank walk in here. So yeah, if you don't understand why ED Jellicus are doing so much damage is because they're getting multiplied from my crit multiplier. So it might not, it doesn't look like they're not doing a lot of damage, but the crit multiplier is multiplying it by a lot.
The longer you fight,
Alright, let's head to extraction, because it's been 10 minutes. But this weapon is great. Do this should help survive, keep me alive. This weapon is great. Let's get out of here. That's what I hate about Warframe navigation. It doesn't really tell you where to go or how to get there. Kind of have to figure it out yourself. Alright. A job well done. Got to show off why Gara is so good right now. And showed off why the Braton is so good right now.
Who's this jerk? Man, he got me all excited. I thought I was gonna get to see a goat.